Hey, this video is the walkthrough of Bolt. A hero is unleashed. So you should complete this mission. So let's begin. So first you just need to start the mission. I already started that. And you also need to connect to this OpenVPN. If you don't connect it, then you should connect to OpenVPN. After that, you can read this about this room is designed for users to get familiar with the Bolt CMS and how it can be exploited using RCE remote code execution. You should wait for at least 3 to 4 minutes for the mission to start properly. So I already started and waited some time. Now I'm just clicking complete for the first task. It's completed. Now we are moving to a second task where once you successfully deploy the VM, enumerate it before finding the flag in the mission. So how we can enumerate a mission? Like we have the IP address, right? So I'm just copying the IP address and oh my gosh, and I'm just going to open a terminal. In the terminal, I'm just zooming and I'm just using the nmap command and -s capital V for service version and the IP address of target. So -s capital V is for specifying the service version to get the service version from the target. So when you click some buttons, you'll be able to see the progress of the scan. It's 66.67% completed as of now. So anyways, let's do something called putting the IP in the browser. And this is what we are getting in port 80, which is Apache is there in the port 80. And our first question is about what port number has a web server with a CMS running. So basically we just need to find the port number in which this CMS is running. So we get the nmap results, and as you can see, the port 22 SSH is open and we have the port 80 HTTP is open and it is running at Apache that we see before, right? So we also have port 8000 running. We don't know what is it in that port. It's saying that it's about PHP, something like that. So anyways, let's search for the port 8000. And here it is, guys. Here is the Bolt running. So the first question's answer is 8000 because 8000 is the port number in which this CMS running. And the second question is about what is the username we can find in the CMS. So in the CMS, we can see about Bolt, a hero is unleashed, no content found, and a lot more things. So we can just read the contents. And here we can see welcome to this site, myself Jake, and my username is Bolt. So the username is Bolt, and that's it. After that, the next question is about what is the password we can find for the username. For the username, we need to find the password. You can just read here, and we have the message for IT department. Hey guys, I suppose this is our secret form, right? I posted my first message for our readers today, but there seems to be a lot of free space out there. Please check it out. My password is boltadmin123, and we got the password so easily, so highly insecure. And that's it. We just find the password. What version of the CMS is installed on the server? So this the version of the CMS is not somewhere displayed here. So this is basically a bold CMS. So how we can find the version? So you can use tools like derb for scanning for hidden directories. So I'm just zooming and using the tool called derb for scanning for any hidden directories. In the meantime, we can do a lot of things like using AI for making our task faster. I'm just using ChatGPT here, and I'm just moving to try ChatGPT. So here we know that this is a bold CMS. We just want to find the version of this CMS. So in this page we could not be able to find any kind of versions, and our directory enumeration is also running here. So in the meantime, we can use the ChatGPT to find about bold CMS. You can search for how to find the version of bold CMS. So when you enter this to find the bold CMS you are running, you can you can use several different methods, and you do have something is displaying here, and you can see a lot more thing. Search for, as you can see, composer.log bolt core, something like this is showing here. As you can see, HTTPS publicly if you don't have access. Try accessing HTTPS your domain.com/bolt. So we can just try accessing /bolt. And here it is, guys. We are reached the login page, and we also know the username and password, which we already find that the username is bolt and the password is bolt admin 123, and click log on. And done, guys, you have been successfully logged on. And now we just need to find the version of these. As you can see, the version of bolt here is 3.7.1. This is the version of bolt, so we can just enter the version here is bolt 3.7.1 is the version. And the another question is, there is an exploit for a previous version of this CMS which allows unauthenticated RCE. Find it on exploit.db what6 EDB ID. So this is the version, but they are saying there's an exploit for previous version of this CMS. So we can just search for bolt exploits in the Google search engine. And as you can see, bolt CMS 3.7.0, and it's running, it has RCE, and it's from Rapid7. And here we also have the information from exploit.db. So according to this question, previous version of CMS. So we just find the previous version of CMS, which is 3.7.0, which has an RCE vulnerability, and we just need to find the EDB ID in exploit.db website. So here it is, and here we just need to find the EDB ID. As you can see, this is the EDB ID, and we can just copy it, paste it here, and that's it. So Metasploit recently added an exploit module for this vulnerability. What is the full path of this for this vulnerability? Example exploit slash. So if you can't find the exploit module, it's most likely because your Metasploit isn't updated. Run apt update and apt install Metasploit framework. So we just need to find that module. So as you can see, when you move back a little bit, you can see there is a website called Rapid7, which is by Metasploit, which has the modules available for this vulnerability. And here it is. We do not find any kind of modules here. So yeah, anyways, let's search for bolt CMS modules exploits Rapid7. And this is what we are getting. So we can just click here. Here it is, guys. We were able to find that, and this is the module, and we just need to copy it from the exploit to the end, and we can just paste it here. And that's it. That's the answer to this question. And the next question is about set lhost, lport, rhost, username, password in MSF console before running the exploit. So we just need to run this exploit. So I'm just closing this, and I'm just entering MSF console for the Metasploit framework console to load on my terminal, and it's starting. And we can just copy the Rapid7 websites, the module here from the use to the entire module. You just need to copy it, and here it is our Metasploit. So we can just paste it here and enter options. Basically, we just need to set the lhost, we just need to set the username, we also need to set the password, rhost, and the rport. So let's start setting one by one from the password here in the beginning. You can just set password, and we know the password here is bolt admin 123. So you can just copy that and paste it here. And we can just set here for the rhost, which is the target host IP address. And here it is our target host IP address, which is the IP of our TryHackMe target IP. So I'm just copy that and then bring set rhost, and that's set it done. Now we have the R port, which is the target port, and here it's by default it's 8000, and this is also running on 8000. The CMS is also running on port 8000, so we don't need to change that. So next what we need to set here is the username. So we can set the username by entering the command set username, and we also know the username, which is bolt. Oh my god. So let me check the spelling of the username, and that's it. We set the username to bolt, and now we can see the L host. We just need to check set the L host, which is our listening IP address. And if we are connected to attack box, then you need to put attack box IP. Here we are connected to OpenVPN, connected using OpenVPN, so our IP is above here, right? Here in my IP is 10.9.0.142. You can also open a new tab, and I will show you one more thing. If you enter ifconfig, and you will be able to see the ton 0. So the IP of ton 0 is this. So this is our IP. You can also enter ton 0 instead of the IP address. You can also enter set lhost IP or set lhost ton 0. So I can, and I'm just entering here as ton 0. You can just enter whatever you want. Set lhost ton 0. And when you enter ton 0, it automatically assigns the IP addresses here, right? So now when you enter options again, you can see everything was set. As you can see, the password was set, bolt admin 123, and it is required, and you have to look at required fields. So file traverse is already set, and we set the password, we set the R host, where it's already set by default the R port, which is already running on 8000, so we don't have to edit that, and the rest of the things are no, so we are not going to look on that. And the target URI is set by default as slash, we are not setting anything on that. And we can see the username that we set as bolt, so we know that the username is bolt, and the rest of the things are set by default. And we also need to set the LL host. We also set that as ton 0, or you can also paste your IP address. You can also enter ton 0, and it will automatically set the IP address. Okay, now after setting all of these, then you can enter the command run, or you can also use the exploit command. Once you enter the command run or exploit, you can see something like this, and attempting to execute the payload, and no response, may have executed a blocking payload, and command shell session 1 opened. So we get the shell, session 1 is opened, and deleted this file, reverted user profile back to its original state. When I enter ls, I can see that index.html is here. So we just said all those things, so I'm just clicking complete, and look for flag.txt inside the mission. So when I enter here as pwd, I'm in home, bolt, public files, so I'm just moving a little bit only, and enter ls, and I could not find any flag.txt, so I'm just moving a little bit again, and here I could not find any kind of flag.txt. Now in this home bolt, so I'm just moving again a little bit back, and when I enter ls, here it is. So it's basically the flag.txt is in the home directory. So here is our flag.txt, so we can just get it, and here is the answer. So our answer is this. So we just find the flag.txt, and we are just pasting it here, and that's it. You completed the bolt. Super useful, super cool room, right? So yeah, that's about this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.